Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Timberwolves versus Nets NBA matchup on Saturday, February 24th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people looking to for big bankrolls, looking for one-on-one style service. Those are available by texting the number you see on the screen. You can't get them on the website. You have to text that number. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. We've got the Timberwolves taking on the Nets. The Nets came out of the All-Star break getting absolutely blasted in a game that I thought they had a pretty good chance against the Toronto Raptors. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves on the back-to-back, 39-16 on the season, 7-3 in their last 10. This team is we're going to find out where the rubber meets the road and what Timberwolves team we actually have this year. Because, of course, they have been the house of disappointment, but at the same time, this year, they haven't really been. And when they played the Nets the first time, well, they were a little disappointing, winning that game by 2 in Brooklyn in a game that they were favored by 4. The thing is that, the Nets recently have not been that same cover machine that we saw earlier this season. In fact, heading into the All-Star break, they hadn't been covering, and I thought they'd come back out and be kind of that team that we saw at the beginning of the season, but they weren't. They were the team that we saw going into the break. They got run out of the building in Toronto by the Raptors, 121-93. If it would have been a fight, they would have stopped it. And I'll tell you, that point and a half we were getting with the Nets, it helped us absolutely zero. Sometimes you watch a game and you say, oh, well, I see a path for a comeback, or I see a path where we're going to get there. I saw a path to where my bankroll was going to take a hit in that game, and there was no way out in that one. And sometimes you got to just draw a line through it and change the channel, and that's exactly what I did in that one. When we look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, though, this team, the way that they've evolved and getting Gobert, and while it didn't seem like Gobert was going to be a guy that put them over the hump, he may have, and having him with Towns and with Edwards, this team is actually really coming together nicely. And the thing is that they have the two big guys, they have a lot going on here, and that with Edwards kind of taking over as one of the top players in the NBA, this is a team that really has changed their look and changed their outlook as well. At the same time, the Timberwolves defense has really been the big time story here too. Top best in the NBA when it comes to shooting percentage against. When it comes to shooting against them from the arc, 6th best. And when we look at the Nets, well, they're not going to cause a lot of threats here. Middle of the pack in 3-point shooting, and when it comes to regular shooting from the floor, no bueno, that's for sure. And free throw shooting, 75.8%. Maybe in college that's a good number, but not in the NBA. When you look at the rebounding, of course the Timberwolves, they are just savage on the boards, and that has been a big difference maker for them this season. Timberwolves also shoot the ball extremely well. They're 3rd best in 3-point shooting percentage. They also hit a high percentage of their free throws, and the Nets, they don't do any of those things really, really well. To me, on paper and on the court, this one looks to be a one-sided game. I'm going to take the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help get you on the most favorable bets on the board today.